Welcome to this edition of House Report, streaming from our Abuja studio in Nigeria. I am Segun Babarati. Today's edition, another day at the Nigerian House of Representatives, a bill passed, and another not so fortunate. Details in a while. The House of Representatives has passed a bill on an act to establish the Unclaimed Dividends and Abandoned Property Trust Fund, charged with the responsibility of identifying and maintaining database of unclaimed dividends, abandoned properties, and investment in banks, financial institutions, and public companies in Nigeria. Honorable Chuka Nwanwa of All Progressive Grand Alliance, Imo State, led the debate on the bill. Nwanwa expressed misgivings on the huge amount of unclaimed dividends banks use to propel their businesses. He said such practice leads to false information on financial status of banks, and that is coupled with various disadvantages.
Today, unclaimed dividends in Nigeria is in excess of 20 billion. It's very difficult to determine the true state of these companies because they are using funds that are not shareholders' funds and are not their capital. And this problem is the major problem in Nigeria. I take another angle to it. The banks. There are so many deposits that run into billions of naira lying in banks, unclaimed, abandoned. And these funds give wrong and false picture of what the banks look like. As regards the financial state, they use these funds.
Pushing his stand further, Nwanwa expressed that the bill will be of great advantage, especially to the women folk.
Many orphans and widows we have in our constituencies that are disturbing us today, their problems are caused by the fact that their breadwinners had investment somewhere and they don't know about it. This bill is good for women. I can tell everybody that what was the things that were destroyed in those bankruptcies, they are not just human beings. Documents, valuable documents were also destroyed in those bankruptcies. And those families must have lost everything about those investments. At times, you know what happens today. Bank marketers, you see jobs in our offices everywhere. They won't allow you to rest. At times, you go up and say, okay, fix this money. And by the time the person may go or anything happens, that's the end of that investment. Your family will have no trace of it. Nobody will know about it. The bank will be using that money to do their business, and your family is suffering. The children are going about looking for ways to get money to pay their school fees. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Police, I really do not need to speak so much on this bill because I think it's a major problem. It's affecting our economy. It's affecting the state of our constituency. It's affecting our people. I know that some years ago my uncle died and we knew he had some money, but at the end of the day we didn't see anything. Who knows where his investments were? This is the problem we have every day. Women are suffering, widows are suffering. Many people are fighting for the cause of the widows. But I think that by the time this bill becomes law, their problems will have been solved more than 50%. Because they will be surprised that many widows that are going about begging for money will come to realize by the time they see the database that their husbands had something with which they can lay on.
Honorable Samaila Mohammed, MPP Plateau State, also rendered a contribution in favor of the bill.
We believe the amount of unclaimed funds as opposed to just dividends is in excess of 1 trillion naira. We discovered that there was a lot of PTF funds lying in the banks. When we asked them to return it by way of newspaper and radio announcements, nothing came in. Then we employed consultants in form of accountants and solicitors, legal practitioners, and then we now set up a database. We used to write letters to the banks on presentation of the letters without anything. You see 100 million, 200 million coming in without the accumulated interest, without any penalty. So, without wasting time, the bill being discussed is very apt, and there is need, in fact, to criminalize the activities of criminalized organizations and banks that fail to respond to whatever sanction that we have been specified.
After further contributions from other members, the bill passed at second reading.
Those who say for this bill being read the second time, please say aye. Those who say nay. The ayes have it.
At the same plenary, the bill for an act to repeal the Child Rights Act 2003, Honorable Samela Mohammed MPP Basajos North Constituency Plateau State led the debate.
Section 12, subsection 3 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria specifically states that the Act of the National Assembly, which seeks to enact provisions of a treaty on matters not in the exclusive legislative list, shall not be presented to the presidential assent until it is ratified by majority of all the houses of assembly in the Federation. And the federal government goes further to say, this takes cognizance of the complexity and cultural and religious divergence of the Nigerian polity on issues not in the exclusive legislative.
However, the bill did not go unchallenged. It rather got opposition from Honorable Ita Enang, PDP Akwa Ibom.
Mr. Speaker, Nigeria is a state party to the International Convention on the Law of the Child. And the issues raised by him were actually taken account of in 2001, 2002, when these bills were first introduced on the floor of the House. And it went through a lot of rigorous process because of issues of constitutionality. And I want to say that UNICEF and other human rights organizations, some that were led by Honorable Justice Amina Augi and the Justice of the Court of Appeal, and other eminent justices came into this matter and agreed that it is right for Nigeria to pass this law, even as a municipal law or even as if it were adopting or ratifying a convention.
After some contributions from honorable members, Speaker Honorable Dimeji Bankole put the bill to vote.
Those in favor of this bill being read a second time, please say aye. Aye. Those against, please say nay.
And the gavel sealed it all. That was it. The nays had it and the bill was negatived. And that rounds it off on House Report this edition. Thanks for logging on.